Today you're going to be creating a Google slide presentation about the history of computers. So let's go ahead and get started by looking at an example of one that's already been created. So this is the history of computers, and we're going to go through and learn about the early computers, how Charles Babbage created a machine called the Analytical Engine in the 1800s. It was the first idea for a computer, and in 1945 a machine called ENIAC was built, and it was one of the first digital computers and was used by the military. We're also going to learn about Charles Babbage, or who is called the father of the computer because of his design for the Analytical Engine. Then Ada Lovelace, who wrote the first computer program for Babbage's machine. Alan Turing, who helped break secret codes during World War II and created ideas for modern computers. Bill Gates, who co-founded Microsoft and helped make computers easy for everyone to use. And Steve Jobs, who co-founded Apple and created famous products like iPhone and Mac computers. That will be all we'll do for this week's lesson. Next week we will add more to this presentation, but today that's what we'll do. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, when you open up your presentation, it's going to look like this. What we want to do before we even start creating is we want to change the view because I have important notes and content for each of your slides on the left-hand side of your slides, but right now you can't see that. So let's go up to where it says fit, and let's just choose one over here. I'm choosing 90%. So play around with that because you want to be able to see your slide presentation. This is what's going to be in the presentation, but the notes to the left will not be viewed except by you. But make sure you can see that. So go ahead and do that now. Next, you want to choose your theme. Now you can choose, if you see the word theme, you can choose that right here. But if you don't, if you go up to the word slide and go all the way down to change theme, you will see the options pop up on the right. Your job is to find, let me move that back up. Your job is to find a theme that you like, that you would like to use. And when you choose a theme, it's going to add in colors already that's chosen for you, and then you'll also have fonts, a font selection, a font pairing I should say, that you don't have to worry about changing the fonts. Go ahead and stick with one theme. Once you pick a theme, it's going to make that theme for all of the slides, so you don't need to pick it more than once, so just pick it at the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and choose Spearmint for this one. You can pick whichever one you like, so go ahead and do that now. Now, once you've done that and you've chosen your theme, you can go ahead and close that window. And right now, we're going to look at the information that we have for our title slide. Now, we can create a slide by using and adding text boxes and images, but what we can do to make it even better and easier is using the layout feature. So click the word layout at the top, and you'll notice we have different options for layout. Now for this title slide, and for all of our slides, we're going to have a title. We'll have some words that we want to add, whether it's content or on this first one, it's just who created the slide. But we also want to be adding an image on each slide. So you want to make sure you have space for all of those things. For this first one, I'm going to choose the one that says section, title, and description. So I'll click right here. And notice it gives me some text boxes already. So I have a title and an area for subtitle. And then I also have, if I want to add more text here. The first thing I want to do is add my title, which is called The History of Computers. I'm not going to type it. You could, but I'm not because it's already been typed over here. So I'm just going to press Control-C once that's highlighted. And then I want to paste it inside where it says click to add title. Now before you do that, I want you to know if you were just to press Control-V, it's going to copy in the same font, it's going to paste it in the same font. But we want it to adopt the fonts that are already chosen for this text box. So to do that, we just need to press Control and Shift, then press V, and then it will go in there exactly. So there we go. Go ahead and do that now. Then I'm going to click on this next box and I'm just going to type created by, and then I'm going to put my name. So you need to do that now as well. And then over here, this is a text box, which I don't need extra text. I really want this for a place to put an image. So I'm just going to highlight that and press either delete or backspace, and it will erase. Next, I want to add an image. Now you can add an image by going up to Insert, Image, and then search the web. or you could even choose the icon on the toolbar. So I'm going to use the icon and then search the web. And then I'm going to look for either a picture of an old computer or a modern computer. It's your choice. I'm going to choose old computer and then click one and press insert. Now I'm going to adjust the size of this by using the handles, and then I'm going to move it. So I just click on my green dot, my left click, and then I can hold it down and move it to where I'd like. I can even right click and say if I want to center it to the page horizontally or vertically. So if you do that, you can even see how you're able to adjust it different ways. Okay, move that back over. And I'd also like to put a border on my image. So to do that, once this is selected, click the pencil. You'll notice that these colors here are the colors that come with this theme. I'm just going to pick one of the green colors. I'm going to go to the next option, which is border weight, and choose 3. And then now I have an image with a border. Go ahead and do that now. Let's go to the second slide. This slide will be about the early computers, about Charles Babbage and his analytical engine. So the first thing we need to do is choose a layout. Again, you can choose whichever layout you'd like, but remember you have to have enough room to post all of those, to post everything. So you need a title slide, a title box, you need another box for some text, and then you need room for an image. I'm going to use this one right here where it says title and body, and I'm just going to use what they've given me, but I'm going to move over the size of the text box, so this will give me room to add an image. I'm going to copy the early computers, highlighting it, Control-C, Control-Shift-V, and then I will highlight the text about Charles Babbage, Control-C, Control-Shift-V, and I have my title and text. Now I'm going to add my image, search the web, and I'm going to search for Analytical Engine. So I'm just copying it and pasting and pressing enter, and I will take an image and insert. Now, you can go ahead and do that now, but I also want to show you how we can take this up a notch as far as our creativity. We can actually change the shape of our image. So once it's selected, you can see that there's this crop image, but beside it is an arrow that when you hover, it says mask image. I can choose that and choose like the rounded rectangle, and when I even adjust this little diamond, it can even change the corner. So this is my image that I just changed the outline, and I'm going to change my border color to 3. So go ahead and do that now. For our next slide, it will be the key figures in computing for Charles Babbage. So let's go ahead and choose a layout. Again, you can choose any layout that you'd like, but you need to make sure you have enough room for all of your information. Control-Shift-V. I will take this information about Charles Babbage, Control-C, Control-Shift-V. Now, this one with this layout does not give me a lot of, the font is really small, so I'm going to highlight this font and just increase the size of the font. All right, then I'm going to select this and delete and insert an image for Charles Babbage. And then once I like this one actually better. And I'll have that in there, and I'm going to make this an oval. Very good. Now go ahead and do that now. For our next slide, it will be about key figures and computing. For this one, I'm going to show you a little bit of something different. I want to use this color right here. So this is the title. But I'm going to go ahead and copy the title, but it's not giving me very much other space. But I'm just going to show you how we can do this. Control-Shift-V. All right, but now what I want to do is I do want to add more text. I'm going to just adjust the size of this box, and I'm going to add another text box. You can create text boxes. So just click in here, and then we're going to add our own text box underneath. And then now I'm going to copy and Control-Shift-V, and I've created my own text box. Again, we do want to add an image for Ada Lovelace. And insert. I'll adjust that, change the shape, add a watercolor, adjust the width. Maybe I should make this white. Very good. Go ahead and do that now. All right, we have a few more to do. So what I want you to do, I want you to go ahead and add a slide for Alan Turing, Bill Gates, and Steve Jobs. Once you've done that, you will be finished with today's presentation. So go ahead and pause and then meet me when you're finished with that. Okay, so you should be finished with all of your slides. So if you want to take a look at how your project looks, go up to Slideshow and you can see it from the beginning, and you can use your arrow keys to walk through your presentation. Again, we will be working on the last part of this presentation next week and adding more information about the internet. But right now, as long as you have created your project and you have a slide for each of these so far, ending at Steve Jobs, you may turn this in to Google Classroom and continue on to when you are finished.